Hello, I'm Brenda Clark, Lead Agency Project Manager and the Manager of Triple P Positive Parenting Program at Algoma Family Services. Today's segment, we're going to focus on Triple P Positive Parenting, which is a program offered throughout the district by many service providers and many practitioners. We hope you enjoy today's program.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Emily Tremblay and I'll be your host for this segment. Coming up, we'll answer your most pressing questions about the Triple P program. But right now, we're going to learn a little bit about what Algoma Family Services is all about. I'm here today with Ali Juma, our CEO. Hi Ali, welcome to the show. Can you tell us a little bit about what Algoma Family Services is?
Well, thank you, Emily. And Algoma Family Services is many things to many people. It is a multi-service agency. And so it's a bit of a mouthful in telling you all of our different programs, but bear with me. We're typically known for our child and youth mental health services, but we're also a student nutrition program, a supervised access program. We have youth justice counseling, youth addictions, and our adult services, which involve violence against women and child witness counseling as well. So we have 21 different programs altogether. We are an agency that is transfer payment. We're funded and regulated by government, but governed by a voluntary board of directors. We have approximately 110 people in our agency, over 5 different locations in the district, and we have a budget of about $9.5 million. Those office areas include North Algoma, one in Wawa. In our East Algoma, we have Blind River, Elliott Lake, Thessalon, and 2 offices actually here in Sault Ste. Marie.
So today's segment, we're talking about Triple P, which I know is one of our 21 programs here. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're really excited that we could be offering Triple P. We've been doing it for some time, and we've been doing it in partnership with a lot of our other community partners. The Triple P program offers opportunities for people such as myself from all walks of life to actually learn more about parenting. It's not easy, and I know that having 4 young children. So having the opportunity to learn about different techniques that would allow me to be more successful with my children, I think is really great. But what's even better is knowing that I can do that with a group of people who are also having similar types of challenges. I think at Algoma Family Services, what's really important for everyone who accesses our service is we want people to know that they're not alone. And so with the Triple P program, it's fantastic that that's done in a group type of setting, because long after those programs are finished, I have a network of people that I can connect with, and I think that's great.
That is a fantastic program. It's great to learn so much more about it. And for those of you who want to learn more about the Triple P program, please stay tuned to this next segment.
In October 2010, the Algoma Triple P Steering Committee formed to deliver Triple P Positive Parenting across the District of Algoma. Algoma Family Services is the sponsor for the program, and the Ministry of Children and Youth Services supports it through funding. At this point, over a dozen agencies across the district deliver various Triple P programs throughout the district. And now there are more than 200 staff who've been trained to deliver Triple P throughout the district in English and French at many different agencies. And these agencies include Child and Youth Mental Health, Public Health, Developmental Services, Boards of Education, and Child Development Services and Child Welfare.
Triple P is the Positive Parenting Program. It's a program that aims to make parenting easier and more enjoyable.
So there's several delivery models for Triple P Positive Parenting. Parents can attend seminar, they can have a one-to-one session with a practitioner, or they can participate in group sessions. And each of the types of Triple P is divided into age groups for the children. So there's a 0 to 12 Triple P, as well as a teen Triple P, which is for parents who have children between 11 and 17.
Up to 4 sessions of our one-to-one primary care offered to parents if they have a specific issue, maybe 1 or 2 that they want to deal with. And so then we guide them through the Triple P intervention model. And at the end, if they still need some more assistance, then there's also the Triple P group sessions that are also available.
Okay, so welcome back everybody. We talked in the previous week about developing good relationships with your children.
Triple P is delivered across the district of Algoma. In North Algoma, you can attend Triple P in Wawa, Duberville, Hornpain, or White River. In Sault Ste. Marie, there are multiple locations offered. And Central Algoma, Garden River, Deborah, Echo Bay, St. Joe's Island, Bruce Mines, and Thessalon. As well, East Algoma has programs offered in Blind River and Elliott Lake.
Programs are offered at Best Start hubs, churches, schools, community locations, as well as partnering agencies. And we do offer childminding. It is available for the programs.
Any parent or caregiver should use the program. It's all about giving helpful techniques of raising children of any age. And the best part is that it's free.
So the feedback from parents and caregivers is very positive. That piece of taking a step back and really understanding what you want your child to do in a situation, or what help they need in certain situations. Don't run in the house, right? What would we want the children to do instead? The 5 principles of Triple P are ensuring a safe, engaging environment for children, having a positive learning environment, using assertive discipline, having realistic expectations, and taking care of yourself as a parent. Over the course of the 8 sessions for the 0 to 10 group, parents and caregivers will learn about positive parenting, helping children develop, managing misbehavior, planning ahead, and positive parenting strategies. This is accomplished through discussion with other parents, role play, a guidebook, as well as DVD clips that we use for discussion as well. So if you'd like to turn to page 39 in your workbooks, that's where we're going to be starting today for session 3. In the group, you'll spend 5 sessions in the group setting. These are where you'll learn the strategies and the techniques to use with your child. And then 2 to 3 weeks practicing these skills. And we'll be in touch through telephone calls just to see how things are going and if there's any assistance that we can be in those situations. And then for the final session, it's a wrap-up session and everybody comes back together. We talk about how things went over the couple weeks, any questions that they may have, and we just sort of finish it off with a final bringing everybody back together to discuss.
In teen group, parents and caregivers learn about positive parenting, encouraging appropriate behavior, managing problem behavior, positive parenting strategies, and dealing with risky behavior, as well as planning ahead routines.
Family Transitions is one of our group parenting programs for separated or divorced parents. And what it does is it gives you strategies to help you communicate with your co-parent during this really stressful situation.
It runs for 5 weeks, roughly about 2 hours each session, and it teaches you how to communicate better with your co-parent and how to help manage the stress and emotions that your children would be going through at this difficult time. We highly recommend that people take a group, an age-appropriate group, so whether it's 0 to 12 or the teen groups before they take transitions. That will help them manage behaviors and emotions of their child that are struggling through divorce or separation.
Maybe you're wondering if Family Transitions is for you and you're not super confident coming in, but you might actually end up making a friend that you never knew you needed, and you can support each other. Everyone's going through the same thing and are in the same boat, so it's really nice that by the end of it, you can share common experiences and support each other.
Family Transitions is not a mediation service or program. Therefore, each co-parent will take it at a separate time. However, you could bring other support people with you if you felt that that was appropriate.
We used to say that parenting didn't come with an instruction manual. Well, now it does. So I encourage you to take Triple P.
Please join me in welcoming my next guest, Sherry Beaton. I see you're here with some children. Can you tell me how this relates to Triple P?
Thanks for the warm welcome, Emily. Yes, the children here today are in the care of a childminder while their parents attend a Triple P group.
Okay, so can you tell me what childminding is?
Childminding is a valuable component of Triple P. Triple P is for parents, not for children. So often the barrier for parents is accessing affordable and safe childcare while they attend. So the childminding program relieves that stress and allows the parents to attend the program and complete the program. And they're more likely to do that when they have worry-free childminding.
Definitely. Well, that sounds like an extraordinary service.
Childminding is free to any parents who are attending Triple P. There is no charge.
Okay, and how they go about registering then?
So when they're registering for Triple P, whether that's through the parent-child information line or online, there will be an option for them to indicate that they do require the childminding service, and there will be a spot there for them to indicate the ages of the child or children that they will be bringing. We encourage parents to use that option as it allows us to be prepared in advance and schedule the adequate number of childminders.
Oh, that's great. So what can I expect from a childminder?
So our childminders are employees of Algoma Family Services. They are, most of them, and they are post-secondary students enrolled in programs such as early childhood education, social work, or child and youth work. Some of the childminders will also be employees of our partner agencies. All of the childminders, regardless of where they work, will have undergone a police background check. The childminders, all of them, provide a safe and supervised environment for the children while the parents are attending the program.
And so if someone wanted to get involved as a childminder, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah, we would welcome anyone who's enrolled in a post-secondary human services program to get in touch with our human resource department at Algoma Family Services. And the email address there is hr@algomafamilyservices.org.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for being here with us today. We've learned a lot about what childminding is. The kids look like they're having a great time. If you'd like to learn more about Triple P, please log into our website at www.tripplepalgoma.ca.
Hello, welcome to our Triple P discussion panel today. This is going to give you an opportunity out there to ask us questions about Triple P positive parenting and get some answers right here live. So I'll introduce you to the panel first. At the end is Anne-Marie Chamy. She's a counselor in our 0 to 6 program at Algoma Family Services. Next to her is Catherine Willett. She's a public health nurse at Algoma Public Health. And sitting right beside me is Jackie Lajoie, Triple P coordinator for the District of Algoma. And I'm Brenda Clark, and I'm the lead agency project manager at Algoma Family Services. And we have our first call. Triple P hotline, can I help you?
Hi, good morning. Yes, I do have a question. My child has special needs, and I am interested in Triple P. Just wondering, is there a Triple P program for parents of children with special needs?
Catherine, I'm going to turn that question to you.
Oh, thanks. For sure. There's a Triple P for everyone. And there is a Triple P called Stepping Stones that I think might work for our caller today.
Oh, that's great. And so how do I find that information?
Right. So there are a few ways you can register. I'm going to let Jackie talk a little bit about the website.
So we have a Triple P Algoma website, www.tripplepalgoma.ca. And on that website, you'll see a list of programs that are currently being offered through the calendar. When you find a Stepping Stones one being offered, you can register right from there, and you'd be set to go.
And for those who find it difficult to navigate through the website, you can call the Parent-Child Information Line. The public health nurse is there to help you at 705-541-7101. And there's a toll-free number if you find that it's long distance where you're calling from at 1-888-537-5741.
Thank you. Now, have we answered your question today?
Oh, yes, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Do we have a question on Twitter now?
Well, there's another question here on Twitter from...
Oh, well, I'll take the phone first. Hello, Triple P question line. Do you have a question for us?
Yes, I do. I'm a single dad. I really wanted to know, is this program just for moms, or could dads take part?
Anne-Marie, would you be able to answer that?
Yes, thanks for calling in. It's really important to get that message out. This is not just for moms, dads parent as well. And sometimes as single dads, and sometimes in relationships where maybe the mom is working more than he is. So he's always the one home and dealing with the children. Yes, please look in, call in. There is a program that will fit what you are looking for. And you may meet another dad there who is in a similar situation, and you may find a new buddy.
There you go. Have we answered your question then?
You know what? That's great information. I feel a lot better about it. Good. I'm really going to consider it. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in today.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Now you said we had one on Twitter. Catherine,
Yes,
you want to
we
let
do.
us know?
Lots of Triple P questions today. So from @Sherry_B81, did we answer this question already? Transportation is difficult. Does
No.
Triple P help
No,
with that?
we didn't answer that. So transportation is difficult. Well, it is difficult for some parents in our community. Jackie, would you be able to talk about that?
Yes. So for transportation, we do offer one-way bus passes for parents and their child if they need to get to a program. We will also provide cab fare for special circumstances.
And I just want to add something to that too. Because Triple P is offered at a lot of different sites in the district, you may find that there is one closer to where you live and may not need help with transportation, but certainly it is something to always ask, can I get help with transportation?
Good point.
All right, do we have any other questions on Twitter?
There isn't.
Again, the phone. Let me just take the call on the phone first. Triple P question line, do you have a question for us today?
Hi, yes I do. I work during the day. Is Triple P offered in the evening?
Catherine, would you be able to answer that?
Absolutely, for sure. Triple P is offered not only at different locations throughout Algoma, but it is offered at different times and different days. So you should be able to find one either perusing the calendar on our website or by calling the Parent-Child Information Line. Somebody can help you find one that's at a time that works for you.
And we have tried to do that. We've tried to offer morning, afternoon, evening, and even Saturday sessions. So you should be able to find something on the calendar. Have we answered your question today?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know if we've mentioned, but when you're coming to Triple P, you can bring people with you. You can bring other people who help you parent, and so they as well will benefit from that it's free and that they'll be taking home those resources as well.
Because we've had grandmas and aunties and grandpas come to Triple P. I've seen them myself and welcome them to come.
There is one more question from Twitter, if I can go ahead with that. From @MimiP. I'm new to Canada and English is not my first language. Are there Triple P programs for immigrant families?
And that's certainly something that is new in our community in Algoma. We have had a number of new Canadians arrive in our community. Jackie, would you be able to talk about what we've done to meet that need in our community?
Yes, the Community Career Center does have translators there available. In the past, we have had a worker go to the Community Career Center, meet with the family and the translator, and provide Triple P strategies and programs to the new families coming in.
So thank you everyone for calling in to our session today, and for those of you on Twitter sending your questions that way. I'd like to thank our panel today for helping out and for being here to answer all your questions, and we'll see you again next time.
We're back with Ali Juma, CEO of Algoma Family Services. So Ali, I understand you recently unveiled a new strategic plan. Can you elaborate a little bit on what that program involves and how it ties into the walk-in counseling service?
Yes, Emily. You know, we were really excited about that. Last October at our annual general meeting, we unveiled our new strategic plan. So that was developed over an extensive period of time and with extensive conversations with the people that we serve, our staff and our community partners. So where we landed is our new vision statement is inspiring hope and wellness. And our mission statement is to improve access to our extraordinary services. We landed there because what we've heard from people is that our services are really great, but the challenge for many is getting timely access to that. So we've been working hard at being able to improve that, and that is our mission over the next 5 years. A good example of how we've made good on part of that mission is our walk-in counseling service. So I'd just like to share that with you, and that's offered every Tuesday from 11:30 to 7. And that's at the Queen Street location of the Canadian Mental Health Association. So when we tie back to Triple P, while we do offer those great programs, parents can also seek assistance every Tuesday. There's no wait times and there's no wait list to get immediate service and to get some helpful tools or techniques to manage some of the situations that they're currently dealing with. With that strategic plan, we also unveiled our strategic priorities, and so we have 4. And I'll go through them with you. The first one is awesome team. We believe that in order to provide extraordinary services, we need an awesome team, and that speaks to really how we'll develop our team here at AFS, including all the people that provide Triple P. Our next is extraordinary services, and that is focusing on delivering high quality services like Triple P and busting barriers. You know, we know we've got wait lists, and we want to be able to reduce those wait lists. So we're looking at all the things we can do internally to reduce wait times, and also see what we can do externally, which leads us to the next and final priority, inspiring outreach. There's only so much we can do internally to reduce those wait times. What really comes right down to is additional resources. So our campaign of inspiring outreach by doing a video series like this is by sharing with the community who we are and what we do. We hope to inspire the community to support our mission and to help us, whether that's through funding or advocacy for more funds, so that we can bring those wait lists down even more.
That's great.
Thank you very much, Emily. We really appreciate the opportunity to share about what we do and who we are. If there's anything that we want to leave the people who view this video with, is to let them know that you know, they're not alone, that Algoma Family Services is here for them. And the Walk-in Counseling Center is a perfect example of being able to access service immediately. But the Triple P program is there for parents, and we hope people will take advantage of that.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Ali. Coming up next, we'll be learning more about Triple P from the perspective of facilitator and a parent. Please join me in welcoming our next guests, Nikki, Sharon, and Marissa. Can you tell me a little bit about what your experience has been like with the Triple P program? Sharon, do you want to start?
Well, I love all the resources that are available. In the seminar, we're providing resources that are helping parents to raise confident and competent children. And on the one-on-one sessions, there's all kinds of tip sheets. And 2 of the most popular ones that I've used in my experience have been dealing with disobedience and dealing with aggressive and hurtful behaviors. And it's important to know that we need to normalize parenting supports, and that this program's for all parents.
Nikki, do you have anything to add?
Yes, enrolling in the program has been very enlightening for me as a parent, because there's no instruction manual for being a parent.
No, for sure. Wish there was.
I think the Triple P program, having been enrolled in it, is as close as you're going to get to having an instruction manual, especially with the strategies that they offer. It was really suited to my son and me. It wasn't just, you know, a cookie cutter program with one strategy, which was nice.
How about you, Marissa?
Being a parent is hard, you know, like we've talked about, you know, there are so many questions that parents have. There was questions that I had being a first-time parent, and there's so many people that, you know, try and give you advice on, you know, this being the right way to handle situations, and you know, how they did it. And what I like about Triple P and what I've liked about going through the program is that it's an evidence-based approach. So they have, you know, the research to back up all the strategies that they provide. I also really like, as a facilitator as well as a parent, that it gives you a toolkit, right? It gives you a variety of strategies, and not every single strategy is going to be the one, you know, that works for every family. So it gives you that toolkit for you to choose which ones are going to work for you and your family.
So what would you tell a parent looking to get involved with the Triple P program? Like a piece of advice or recommendation? Nikki?
You have nothing to lose. There's so many things that the program has to offer, whether you think you need it or not. And I feel really lucky to have been enrolled in the program, because there are so many things that, you know, even going into the program, not that I didn't think I needed it, I enrolled for a reason, but it was really helpful to keep my own sanity. So, I mean, you have nothing to lose. Why not?
Why not? And it's free.
And it's free. That's always good too.
Yes, that's a good point to make, for sure, and it is free of charge.
Yes.
What any advice you'd give to a parent thinking of enrolling?
Well, I think it's really important to introduce yourself to Triple P sooner than later, because around 18 months, as parents, we go from being servants to being parents. So Triple P will give you the tools that you need at that age to build those foundations. Because if you think giving in to your toddler is going to give you peace, now you will never have peace. So I think it's really important for us to, again, normalize parenting supports and go to a seminar when your child's around 18 months.
So as a parent, if I was to enroll in this program, like what's my world going to look like in 6 months, a year, 2 years from now?
I know my world has been a lot happier because the strategies have helped me be a happier parent. And in turn, my child is happier because I'm not yelling at him and I'm praising more. So he's not giving me reasons to say discipline. So I have a happier house. That's awesome. Mm-hmm.
And you bring up a good point about taking care of ourselves as parents, which is also another big component of Triple P, because there's going to be ups and downs. Absolutely. And there's also, like just because you take a seminar once doesn't mean like, okay, I'm done. You can take them over and over again because they're free and they're readily accessible. Everybody needs a refresher.
Sure. And things might change from the time when your child's 6 or 7 to the time when they're 16 or 17, right?
Yes.
So it's not going to be a whole new list of information because it's strategies that are just sort of tweaked a little bit for different behaviors and different situations.
And you're going to take away what's going to work for you, right?
Yeah, and it's going to be what works for you. And things that might work in one situation for you might not necessarily work in every situation. So again, it gives you that toolkit, not just one, this is what's going to fix it.
Because nobody likes unsolicited advice. No. And Triple P allows you to, like you say, pick and choose what you want.
But I don't think that the Triple P program is something that is going to fix anything. You have to implement what you're learning in order for these things to be effective.
Yes, the consistency is so important. But it can be exhausting. So sometimes, you take a break and you try again and you implement the strategies. Not everything works magically right away. And sometimes things get worse before they get better. But you really need to be consistent with your approaches and steady the course. Sometimes it may take a couple of weeks before your logical consequences are going to start working. So yeah, consistency is big.
And I think another big thing is realizing that as parents, we can't be perfect all the time. Mm-hmm. In the same way, we can't expect our children to be perfect all the time. And it's okay to say, you know what, the next time I want to handle that situation a little bit differently. I'm going to be calmer. Maybe I didn't follow the strategies that I had in place as much as I've done in the past. But the next time I'm going to really learn from this experience and I'm going to use that to do better the next time the situation comes up. And again, we can't be perfect and our children can't be perfect. So that's okay.
Yeah.
And parenting, I think you're always learning, right? We're always learning how to do everything as a parent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Nikki, Sharon, Marissa. I appreciate everything you've told us today. Learned a lot about the Triple P program. So thank you.
Thank you.
It's been our pleasure.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's program. If you need more information, please check out our website at algomafamilyservices.org or our Facebook and Twitter pages. Bye for now, and hopefully we'll see you next time.